About a year ago, I purchased the Glide Gear TMP100. And after investigating teleprompter solutions, if you've looked around, you know there is a wide variety of options. Everything from the small cell phone size all the way up to big commercial units that are very expensive. So finding something that kind of was in between was my objective. I needed something that would work for both commercial clients and personal use, and I found that the TMP100 really fit that. At $199 on Amazon, it's a pretty good value. You can buy it at B&H or others if you like, but it really is truly made to work with devices that you might already have. So if you have a DSLR or mirrorless camera, it'll work perfectly with this unit, as well as you need a tablet of some sort or a phone, I guess. But most folks are using tablets. So the tablet will work from up to 10.5 by 7.5 inches in size, but really I found you got a little bit of fudge factor there and you can get something a little bit bigger, but you will need to have an app on your tablet to really make it work well, because you are looking at a mirrored reflection. And most of those teleprompter apps will then do that mirroring for you automatically. Now I'm using an iOS app called Teleprompter, the name of it. It's $20 for the professional version, and the reason that I like that is it allows you to connect a device like a cell phone remotely to the tablet and control your teleprompter from there. Now while there is automation to be able to roll the teleprompter automatically, I find that for commercial clients it's much easier to most of the time manually move it at the pace at which they move. You see, most of them are not really great at using a teleprompter. They don't have a lot of experience, but they want to have that security of having their information kind of in front of them. So even if it's just a bullet point list, I find it's useful to make them more comfortable on camera and put them at ease a little bit. The other thing is that the mirror glass really does kind of hide the fact that there's a camera lens staring at you, and I think it makes their overall video more comfortable and easy to do. Now this unit does come with a protective case, and it does fold down and pack away, but I find that's kind of a hassle, honestly, and I rarely tear it down or pack it away into that case. The case would be good if you were traveling, I suppose, or if you were having to ship it, but most of the time this is just going in the car as is and makes it easier and faster to set up. Basically, I just attach quick disconnect plates on the bottom of the teleprompter as well as where the camera goes to allow it to be quickly and easily slapped onto a tripod and then be able to pop the camera on there quickly. Now I will say that you do need a pretty sturdy tripod, because by the time you put everything together, you've got the unit itself, which is fairly wide, but also by the time you put the tablet on the front, you've got the mirrored glass on the front and the camera on the back, and depending on the accessories you have in your camera gear, you may find that what you really need is a pretty good tripod to support this well. This is also really good for, live streaming and things like that. So if you're into podcasts and live streaming, this can be displayed remotely from a device to your iPad or Android device. It gives you the ability to stare your streamer in the face, as they would say, but the camera being behind the glass. You can, run a Zoom call and be able to really look directly at the camera. There's no more looking off to the side, having the camera monitor to two different directions. So it is good for that as well. This unit's not without its problems, though. Potential downsides, which I think really exist for a lot of teleprompter solutions, are that wide lenses might not work very well. You can adjust the camera and there is adjustment options, but I do find if you have a super wide lens, you might catch the edges of the teleprompter. So I find that really something like a zoom lens 24-70 2.8 seems to work really well. I can easily then adjust my zoom factor, eliminate the possibility of catching any of the sides of the teleprompter, but also bring my talent in at whatever focal length that I want. The other, I guess, potential downside would be that need for a pretty sturdy tripod. It doesn't have to be super heavy duty, but a good tripod would make a great difference in making sure everything is really stable. The other thing is cost. It's not the cheapest. There are certainly cheaper, but there are also a lot more expensive. I guess that could be a potential downside depending on your budget, but I think for commercial application and even your personal use, I think $200 is a pretty good value. And the last thing that I have had a few issues with is there's Velcro that goes around the frame that holds the mirror in place, and that adhesive that holds the Velcro on has come loose in a couple places, and while it's easily fixed, it is just kind of one of those annoyance factors that I think you should keep in mind if you're considering this unit. I don't know if there's a better solution, but I wish there was some way that it would have attached a little bit, you know, sturdier. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you if you're interested and you want to support it with an affiliate link, then that would be great. I do think it's a good unit overall. I have used it a lot. I do find that clients like it. I think the Teleprompter app has worked well for the way we've used it. I know there are some other voice activated solutions that, you know, perhaps would work well. I've just not used them. I find that being able to manually adjust it has been really great for the clientele that I work with. Overall, having a teleprompter is certainly a nice option. It gives you the ability to fully script a video if you want to, or to just have bullet points that work well. So consider that as well. Hope this has been helpful for you. I was certainly looking at these kind of things when I was looking at a teleprompter, so appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again soon.